Welcome, everyone. I want to introduce you to a dear friend of mine, Julie. We have known each other, Julie, how long?
Almost five years now, at least.
Julie's going to give us a testimonial about one of Youngevity's essential oils. So let me put this into context. I guess the last time I dealt with her on essential oils was maybe 3 years ago. Would that be right, Julie?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, somewhere around that time frame. But her initial, and so it's quite remarkable to me that she called me a couple weeks ago and wanted to place an order for one of our oils called To Be at Peace. So let's tell the story, Julie, of when you first experienced To Be at Peace, which will explain why this is an oil you're never without. Okay?
Okay. Well, the basis behind the story and what this all led up to this was 8 years ago. I was in a really bad car accident, breaking my neck, having 2 surgeries, making my C3 through 7 all titanium. So a bunch of titanium plates and screws and things like that. So yes, I can turn my head, I can move it. But I spent 3.5 years in bed and had gotten to know Matthew, Linda's son, and his wife and children and whatnot. And we got into the subject of oils one time, and I was in horrible pain. I was on OxyContin, Percocet, muscle relaxers, anti-anxiety meds, and I was just looking for relief, and I had to find a way to find it. So there was a day that you were in town, you and Jim were in town, and you said, I want to try these out on you. I said, all right. It was probably the longest 4 or 5 house walk of my life because my pain score would have given it as a 10, and I had OxyContin in my system and I was in pure agony. So we went through the Results Now kit and you applied them to my feet, and literally each different oil, the combination of everything, I started feeling better immediately. And I was feeling pain relief that was not coming from drugs in my system. And I was literally floored that it worked. And ultimately, I tweaked that over time and over these past few years that primarily, the 2 best oils that I've ever used are To Be at Peace, which I will never, ever, ever be out of. Not only is it calming, it's peaceful, it smells great. I love the blue tansy I think that's in it. In fact, I think I'll sniff it now. But this is an oil where literally when I'm in pain, I can put a couple drops on my fingers and rub it directly on my neck. And within seconds, I feel major pain relief. I've actually turned my neighbors on to this product as well. And they now have a bottle of this at their house as well. And they've got wrist issues and back issues. And they're amazed at the combination of oils between this and peppermint as far as pain relief and how well they work. So, yeah, I finally got to a point where I called you a few weeks ago, and I'm like, I'm almost out. I'm shaking it out of my bottle, and I've been able to get it. And I'm like, this is the only company that I will get this product from. I've never been able to find something similar. I keep going back to Be at Peace from Youngevity, and I always will.
Julie, you were telling about when I first put the oil on you, what you were able to do that you hadn't been able to do.
I hadn't been able to lift my arms over my head in years. One of the very specific things that my surgeons told me was that I would never run again, that I would never lift more than 10 pounds, that there were so many things that you can't, and you can't. Well, I do. And I believe that it's a combination of the right nutrition, the right food, anti-inflammatory diet and lifestyle, essential oils. Everything I do is completely natural. I take one medicine only now, and I work out. But the only medicine I take is for thyroid, because I don't have one because I had cancer in 2005.
Right. So when you were at Matthew's house, and you said you had been to the physical therapist that day, and he had told you to raise your hand up as far as you could. And do you remember you stood up against the wall? Do you remember what you did?
I'm trying to remember. Did I try to push?
You've raised your arm up and you went, oh my God.
Oh yeah, after the oils, because then remember, then I went home.
Right.
And my husband was there, and he said, I don't know, the conversation happened to, like, there was something on top of the fridge. She's like, let me get that for you.
Right.
And I said, no, watch me get it.
Right.
And I got it.
Right. And he said, you can't do that. And you said, watch me.
Yes, I can. Watch me.
So that was basically after a couple hours of,
Oh, yeah.
we had applied the oils, you went home, you had invited us down to dinner, you were getting ready for, and you were still able to do more than you had been able to do for a long time.
It was the beginning of me getting out of bed after so many years, as I'm sure you recall that. I mean, that was so pivotal for me to get my life back and do things.
And now, along with all these things that you have implemented in your life, you are having a life that is impacting other people, which is what your goal is. And so I just want to thank you for taking a few moments to share your story about an oil that, as you said, you're never going to be without, to be a piece. So Julie, have a great day. I know you got things you got to do for your clients. So again, thank you for doing this.
Thanks, Linda. It's my pleasure.